Hi Band fans!
And welcome to this week's edition of Fan TV with us on the March videos.
We're going to tell you all about what a wonderful wet weekend we had.
It was torrential.
We got a soaking in Portavogie. But before that, we're going to head for Friday night. Now we've 2 interviews this week, so hang around to the second half to make sure you pick up on our second interview. So Friday night was Banbridge. It was Corbet Accordion Band's anniversary parade. 50 years on the march.
Absolutely fantastic. And I think the band is up numbers.
Yeah.
And it's great to see so many kids coming into the band as well. Well, Corbett hit the streets of Banbridge to celebrate their anniversary, had a wreath laying service, and then it was the parade itself. We have, starting with a clip of Corbett, and then we have...
Well, I picked out Kilcluney. The size of them, and they were excellent, really in good form. Their parade's coming up in a couple of weeks' time, so I've added in Kilcluney.
And we're going to round off our trip to Banbridge with Castlewellan Victoria.
Yeah.
And they don't normally do Corbett's parade, and it was absolutely fantastic to see them out and great to see them on the march.
We're going to finish this section with our first interview with Alicia.
She's the first one to do it twice.
She is. Hi band fans, we're in Banbridge tonight. It's Corbet's 50th anniversary parade. I have Alicia with me. She's the first person to ever have to do the interview twice. Congratulations on 50 years on the march. So what's it mean for the band?
I think tonight's a real significant night for the band. It's a bittersweet night.
Yeah.
So our first annual band parade was the 23rd of May 1975, which actually was my late mummy's 18th birthday. So that was our first annual band parade.
On her birthday?
And it was at the Corbet,
yes.
the village or the wee hamlet of the Corbet. And then through the years we moved into the local town here in Banbridge. So it's really special. Now, as you can see, we're not wearing our normal uniform tonight.
I'm going to ask that next.
So the first uniform the band wore, I think the men had, black trousers, lamb and toe.
Yeah.
And the women had navy skirts. The knee-high socks. I know they look very rare tonight, but there's a method in the madness by wearing them. They had white blouses on, and then they wore a burgundy tie.
Yes.
So tonight, no hats or anything because they've no money really to gather up any extra stuff. And I think they'd start off with like only 2 accordions and swap the accordions around to practice and stuff. So hence with no money, and then we thought we will recreate that. So with no hats on, and I am wearing silly blue eyeshadow tonight. My hair was nice, and it's also been wet now because it's been raining here. But we thought we would just give a wee nod to the past members that really had this idea to form an accordion band at the Corbet, because originally there was a pipe band there.
Yes.
There you go.
And such a success it's been. 50 years on the march, absolutely fantastic. Have you any more plans for later in the year to celebrate 50 years?
Well, we've had the Ulster Accordion Bands. We're hosting an evening for that. We took part in the Accordion Band Championships.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody heard that. That was our first.
That was in
ever
school?
That was at the Hilton Temple Patrick.
That's right.
We just said, look, we'll give it a go for our 50th anniversary. Should nothing to lose. Then we had our anniversary dinner, and we have a band uniform in waiting, but it just hasn't arrived as yet. And we've purchased new drums as well. We'll be getting them properly dedicated together. So fingers crossed before the 12th of July.
That would be nice. That would be really nice. Just want to say thank you so much. You've been so busy tonight. We've watched you. You've been here, there, and everywhere.
Thank you.
And the parade was fantastic. Flowed really, really well. And congratulations on 50 years.
Well, can I firstly thank all the bands for coming and their continued support, because it's very difficult for a wee band like us sometimes, because we're kind of intertwined with Kilcluney Band, as you can see, week in, week out. So sometimes it's very difficult, the dedication from our members to be at everything all the time. So really appreciate all the band's support on that, but also to the people like yourselves that are, I suppose, supporting and promoting our culture. And you're giving your time up freely and supporting the local businesses, probably with a wee dinner out here, there and everywhere, but really appreciate all the work you do and for giving us the opportunity just to tell a wee story.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Aww.
I would like to invite you, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so and hit that notification bell. Give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page.
Don't forget to leave us a wee comment. Tell us about your favourite band or your favourite parade, or you like to watch the bands out on the march.
Coming up next is a list of the parades that are happening up until next Wednesday, and also events that are taking place. If there's something near you, please do go out and support them.
Yep. And if you've got an event running, don't forget to leave us a wee message and we can advertise it for you also.
Well, what about Saturday night?
There's some parades that you just never forget, and that's not always for the good reasons. Saturday night we were in Portavogie, invited down by Jimmy from Portavogie themselves, and Kirk also invited us in for a wee cup of tea, which was lovely.
Can I just say there was nothing wrong with the parade? Parade was great. It was the weather.
Just kind of wet. Probably one of the wettest ever.
My jeans started at the hem and the rain just worked its way up the leg right to the waistband.
Yeah. I was holding an umbrella and my elbow was soaking. The water was just running straight down the inside.
You're lucky that my umbrella collapsed around me.
Pity I hadn't got that in video. That would have been a good one for the bloopers. So it was a great parade. Really enjoyed it. 2 clips coming up here, and it's Portavogie, and we'll put in Portavogie Auld Boys.
So our last section of this week's Fan TV, we have an interview with Kirk. Now Kirk runs NI band services. He services flutes and maintains drums, and absolutely fantastic operation he has going on. Such enthusiasm and love for what he is doing.
Yeah, definitely. We got invited in his workshop, got shown around some of the things he gets up to, and we've got that interview coming up next. To finish us off this week, we have Liverpool Corp of Drums. They were on the march in Banbridge in 2023. We're looking forward to seeing them again in Lark Hall in a couple of weeks' time. Hope you enjoy the show. Don't forget to give us a wee comment, give us a thumbs up, and we really do enjoy all your messages.
This weekend we will be in Lisburn for the 100 years of the Junior Orange Order. Absolutely brilliant achievement. So looking forward. Some of the kids are so impressive. A real credit to the Orange Order and their districts and counties. So looking forward to that and seeing the bands. Please do keep following us.
Following them.
See you then. Bye.
Bye. Hi band fans, we're down in Portavogie here. We're down for the Red Handed Vendors Parade, but I've got Kirk here, and Kirk is NI Band Services. I'm going to tell us a bit about what he does.
Okay, how it started, well, obviously I've been in bands all my life, since the 80s, been in a few bands, but been in Red Handed Vendors years ago, and then the Auld Boys now. And for a while I was just fixing flutes for local bands, and I mean, it wasn't my main job, but I really enjoyed it, and I like keeping in touch with bands and things like that. But then I took ill a couple of years ago, and it turned out I wasn't able to do the job that I was normally doing.
Yeah.
So I was ill for a while, and I was wondering what I was going to do. And actually, my wife suggested that maybe I should start a business for it, fixing flutes for bands, drums and things like that there. So I actually started in the other wee shed I have, or in my wee man cave, just sitting on the sofa doing it, and then it just spiraled, and it is what it is now.
So this might be awkward, but what sort of training did you get, or
it was a lot of it was self-taught. A lot of the drum stuff, I had people, I went and asked people, and I'm sort of a bit forward about asking people how things are done, and you know, if I don't know something, but I was always good at sort of problem solving. Yeah. You know, if there's something that needs solved, there's always a way to do it. Everything can be fixed. Yeah. So I just worked it out. Yeah. Really, and that's it.
We see some flutes over your shoulder here. Different types of flutes.
Yeah, for all different bands. They're all ready for servicing and repairs. Yeah.
And you were telling us now you even make the pads and all for the keys.
Yeah, for Millerwick's flutes especially, I was finding they were always going out of stock from the company where I was getting them from, and then maybe a whole band's worth of flutes would come in, and you were asking them and they didn't have enough. So I was sort of caught, and then I realised, you know what, I can make these. Yeah. And I found out then from the guy that makes my flutes, he told me how to make them. Yes. And so over in that little area there, I make them.
So as you say, your flutes, so you have your own flute then?
Yes, I have my own flute. It's called Kirky P flutes. I designed the flute. I don't actually physically make it because I physically wouldn't have time to make it. But I designed it and went back and forward a few times to make sure I was happy with it. And there's now 7 bands.
Magic.
Usually. So yeah.
Up and on the road.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to see a band coming past with something with your name on.
And I suppose you've got the ear out going.
Got the ear out going, it's alright. And
that's not for the tuning and stuff.
Yeah. Oh. That's what I stand. You find yourself when you're working at this, you start hearing things, you're listening to people's drums and you're listening to their flutes and you know, so, yeah, it's good. I love it. It's not like a job. It's not like a job.
It's a big hobby. It's not like on the march.
Yeah, it's a hobby for me.
Yeah. That's fantastic, Kirk. Yeah. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. No problem at all.
Saturday night we were in Portavogie, invited down by James. No, Jimmy.
Well, coming up next, we do have a list of parades that are coming up. What are you laughing at, man?
Sorry.